Do you need to get a haircut? Or will you have a friend study English with you? You probably know what these sentences mean, but you might not be used to forming these commonly used sentences. They're called the accusative in English, and today we're going to work on it. Hold on. Did I just say accusative? It's not accusative, it's causative. Causative. I'm Phil from Mayak. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad to share a few English tips with you that I share with my own students here in the Czech Republic. So I can say, I fixed my car. That means I did the work. I fixed my car. I could say, the mechanic fixed my car. That means that the mechanic is the one who took the car and did all the work, right? That's basic. But there is a third way to say it. I had my car fixed, and this is the causative. It doesn't matter who did the work, but it's a way of saying that some work was done to your car. We're going to break the causative up into two sets today. First is just when we get something done or have something done. And the other set is when we have someone do something or when we get someone to do something for us. So the first set, this is about getting something done or having something done. And the important thing is not who did it, just that the work was done for us. And this is a great way to talk about when we use a service. When someone does something for us as a service, sometimes it's paid for and sometimes it isn't paid for, but someone is serving us by doing something. So first the form. Get plus something plus the past participle. Or if we use the word have plus something plus the past participle. And in this type of causative, this first type, the get and the have are pretty much the same. They don't have much of a different meaning. Only if we use get, it's a bit less formal, and have is a little bit more formal. So let's do an example here. I have one phrase for you. Translate my resume. Translate my resume. This is something I need to do. I can't do the work. So how can I ask a question? This is something I need. How can I ask this question? I can ask, where can I get my resume translated? Where can I get my resume translated? Another example, take a photo. For example, I need a new document. I need a new passport or a driver's license. And I need a photo of myself, but I can't take it. So what could I say in this situation? So it's something I need. So I can say, I need to have my photo taken. I need to have my photo taken. And I could have used get. It would have almost the same meaning, just maybe a little less formal. So I need to get my photo taken. Let's switch to the second set of causative. This is when we need to have someone do something for us. In this one, we're going to talk about who the person or the service is that will do this thing for us. So get deals with the idea that there's a little difficulty or even persuasion to have this thing done. And have could also even imply a command, like we're commanding somebody to do something for us. This second form feels a little bit more like persuasion or even commanding, probably because we actually use the name of the person that's doing this work. So it feels a little more direct towards someone. So our form on this is really simple and quite similar to the first one. With have, we have plus the person plus the base form of the verb that we need to use. So have plus the person and then the base form of that verb. Then with get, we have get and then the person that will do it and then the infinitive, so to and then the verb. So let's use a couple examples here. Let's start with wash my car. And I'm maybe at a gas station or some place that washes cars and there's an attendant here. So how can I talk about washing my car and the attendant? So I had the attendant wash my car. I had the attendant wash my car. Now I'm not really commanding the attendant, but they're offering a service and I'm asking for that service. So I can say I had the attendant wash my car. Let's try cut the grass and my brother's the one that's going to do it. What could that be? I got my brother to cut the grass. I got my brother to cut the grass. Now I chose to use got for this one instead of had. They're pretty similar. I would say same as the first. Got is a little bit less formal. I could use had with my brother, but I probably wouldn't talk like that to my brother. But if I did, I could say I had my brother cut the grass. Notice I didn't use to that time. I had my brother cut the grass. I got my brother to cut the grass. Important difference. And then let's go back to fix the car and the mechanic. I had the mechanic fix the car. I had the mechanic fix the car. Now we talked about sometimes got and had in this second form can have a little bit of persuasion with it. There's another example we could use with my homework. Maybe my homework is just too difficult for me. But again, I have a brother, my older brother, he's much smarter than me, and I really want him to do my homework for me. So I could say, I got my brother to do my homework for me. I got him to do my homework for me. So this means I had to persuade him. I had to talk him into helping me a lot. So now my homework is done because he did it. I got my brother to do my homework for me. So in situations of persuasion, you have something difficult to do and you really need somebody's help, and you must be persuasive, so you can use got. Let's take a deeper moment with grammar here. We need to be careful with this one, not in how you use the grammar, but just remembering to be kind and thankful and courteous to other people. Because this type of grammar, this causative, if you use it too much or in the wrong way, it can come across demanding or even bossy. And we don't want to be that, especially when we're asking for the service of somebody else. We need to be kind. So use the causative, but definitely shower it with lots of thankfulness and kind words, and just a simple please is great, because you are asking for somebody's services and we always want to be thankful. So be careful not to use this grammar on its own, but give it a lot of thankfulness and kindness. Before we go, let's do a few more examples just to remember this causative. Let's start with cut my hair. We could do lots of stuff with this. I had my hair cut yesterday. Doesn't really matter who did it. I went to the place and I had my hair cut yesterday. I can also say, I need to get my hair cut. I need to get my hair cut. This is one I say often when my hair is a little longer. I need to get my hair cut. But we could also maybe convince somebody to help us with this. I knew I needed a haircut. I knew my mom was at home, so I can say, I got my mom to cut my hair. I got my mom to cut my hair. That means I convinced her, I persuaded her to cut my hair. So I got my mom to cut my hair. Clean the house. We could say, I am having the house cleaned this weekend. I'm having the house cleaned this weekend. So I don't know who will do it, but it's clear that it's probably not going to be me. I'm having it cleaned, so someone else will come in and do the work. I need a job, so I need references. I need to get people to provide references for me. I need to get people to provide references for me. I need to sort of convince them or persuade them or at least ask them to provide references for me. So I need to get people. I need practice with English. Well, there are lots of ways you could practice, but you could say, I need to have a native speaker practice with me. I need to have a native speaker practice with me. I could also say, I need to get a native speaker to practice with me. I need to get a native speaker to practice with me. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If it was, please subscribe and like it. And please remember to be kind and thankful as you use the causative in real life today.